Hello everyone and welcome to my Bachelor Nation 24 channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. The Golden Bachelorette faces casting controversy as Restraining Order comes to light. The Bachelorette isn't the only Bachelor Nation series facing criticism for issues in casting. After Gen Trans season, it was revealed that an old college girlfriend had filed a restraining order against disgraced winner Devin Strader. Because of that, there were questions about what background checks had been conducted before casting these men. Now, the Golden Bachelorette is facing a similar crisis. This time, we learned about the restraining order drama just days after premiere night, and again, viewers scratched their heads and asked questions about the casting process. That's because POPLE has unearthed a temporary restraining order filed against one of Joan Vasso's men. Gil Ramirez's past is coming out after the Golden Bachelorette premiere. It seems that Gil Ramirez has some explaining to do. After the Golden Bachelorette premiere, it was revealed that Gil is the latest Bachelor Nation star facing stalking allegations, and who has dealt with a restraining order. In his case, though, it may have been something a background check wouldn't fix, as he was only filed roughly 3 months ago, during the brief period between completion of our thorough background investigation and exhaustive vetting process, and the beginning of production, a source revealed to People. Does that mean that he wasn't there for the right reasons? According to People's report, Gil is accused of harassment, emotional. In the documents filed, Gil's ex-girlfriend claimed, "Despite telling him to not contact me, come to my house, he made repeated unwanted contact with me, family members, and friends." The complaint said Gil made 25 attempts daily via phone, texts, video. Although lives an hour away, showed up at places I frequent to confront me on a daily basis. Gil received a rose from Joan on premiere night, so we'll see more of him at least next week. However, Gil's screen time will be limited going forward, as the network has confirmed that they further edited his already limited screen time and minimized him in promotional assets moving forward. Jerry Turner will pop up on the Golden Bachelorette. It's not unusual for familiar faces to pop up on new seasons of The Bachelor and The Bachelorette. It looks like the Golden Bachelorette will be no exception. It's already been teased that Jerry Turner, who is already legally divorced from Theresa Nist, will appear later in the season to talk to Joan Vassos. The pair shared a great bond after their one-on-one date on The Golden Bachelor, and she was an early fan favorite to win it all if she hadn't gone home to care for her postpartum daughter. But Jerry won't join the men to compete for Joan's heart. Instead, we see him in the clip as he questions Joan about her suitors and asks what would happen if none of them were the right person for her during an emotional exchange. The air crackled with excitement as The Golden Bachelorette a show celebrating love later in life, promised viewers an emotional journey unlike any other. Rose petals fluttered across social media in anticipation. It was supposed to be an uplifting season, with 71-year-old Helen Walters a charming retired school teacher with a heart of gold stepping into the spotlight. Yet, just as the public began to embrace Helen's story of rediscovery, a darker narrative surfaced, casting an unexpected shadow over the golden glow. Whispers began trickling through tabloid outlets. One of Helen's potential suitors had a controversial past. Vince Reynolds, a seemingly charming 68-year-old businessman, had stolen hearts in the initial promos with his suave demeanor and salt and pepper hair. But just days before the season premiere, a bombshell report emerged. Vince was embroiled in a restraining order case dating back 5 years. The news hit like a thunderclap. Fans, who had eagerly anticipated watching seniors find love, felt blindsided. The once festive mood surrounding the season turned tense. Was Vince a man with a troubled past, or had he been unfairly vilified by the media? Either way, the production team was in crisis mode. #, the court of public opinion. Social media ignited into a frenzy. Fans flooded Twitter and Facebook with a range of emotions, from disbelief and anger to sympathy and confusion. A hashtag quickly trended. Hashtag Golden Gate ***. Longtime followers of the Bachelor franchise, protective of their new golden gem, demanded answers. How had this slipped through the cracks of the show's rigorous vetting process? Was Helen, America's beloved Bachelorette, being led into a situation that could jeopardize her safety? Online detectives, armed with only the barest details, dug into Vince's past. They unearthed the restraining order filed by an ex-girlfriend, which detailed incidents of emotional manipulation and verbal intimidation. Vince's legal team had worked hard to keep the details under wraps, but in the age of internet sleuths, nothing stayed hidden for long. The court documents painted an uncomfortable picture, one that stood in stark contrast to the warm, charming persona Vince had presented in his introductory video. Hashtag behind the scenes. A production nightmare. As the controversy brewed, the show's producers huddled behind closed doors. The dilemma was enormous. Do they cut Vince from the show, knowing it would stir even more media frenzy? Or do they keep him on, risking backlash from an audience that now doubted his intentions? Behind the scenes, there were frantic phone calls to lawyers and publicists. Vince, through his representatives, denied any wrongdoing. He claimed the restraining order was the result of a bitter breakup with an ex who wanted to tarnish his reputation. He insisted that he had done nothing to warrant being cut from the show and threatened legal action if the producers removed him. For Helen, the stakes were even more personal. She had been unaware of Vince's past when filming began. While the producers reassured her that the situation was being handled, the weight of it all hung heavy in the air. She had entered the process with an open heart, vulnerable and hopeful, only to find herself now caught in a public storm she never expected. Hashtag the golden romance or a golden red flag. Despite the controversy, Vince's journey on the Golden Bachelorette had already begun. Early episodes had shown sparks flying between him and Helen. They had connected over shared experiences, with Vince wooing her with his quiet confidence and old-school charm. The chemistry was undeniable, leaving fans invested in their romance even as the headlines began to swirl. However, as more details of the restraining order came to light, viewers couldn't help but scrutinize every interaction between them. Was Vince's smooth charm a sign of his authenticity, or was it the behavior of a seasoned manipulator? Some fans pointed out moments in the show where Vince seemed a little too controlling, a little too quick to steer the conversation. Others rallied behind him, claiming he was being unfairly judged based on his past. Helen herself remained tight-lipped in the days following the reveal. Producers encouraged her to focus on the journey and promised that everything would be handled discreetly. But as someone who had been through heartbreak before, Helen couldn't help but question whether she had missed any warning signs. In private, she wrestled with doubts. Had she been too trusting, too willing to overlook red flags in her search for love? Or was Vince genuinely a good man who had been caught up in unfortunate circumstances? Hashtag, the franchise responds. As public pressure mounted, Chris Harrison, the seasoned host, returned for a special televised interview to address the controversy.